guys, it's Annie back with another video, and in today's video I want to walk you guys through the 5 crucial steps to creating a highly successful content creation workflow. I know that from an outside perspective it may seem like content creators, whether that is a YouTuber, an Instagram influencer, a TikToker, a blogger, sometimes from just watching our content it can seem like there isn't that much work that goes into what it is we do. Some people may assume that we just get a content idea, we create the content, post it, and that's it. But there's actually a lot of work that goes into the behind the scenes of creating content. There is definitely a lot more work than an outsider's perspective could assume. And honestly, in my own opinion, I think that every single content creator needs to have a solid content creation workflow if you want to stay sane and stay organized and on top of things. So that is what I want to share with you guys in this video, is really just the 5 most key components to creating a successful content creation workflow. Now, the first super key component to any successful workflow is setting goals. And in terms of content creation, what I mean by setting goals is identifying every single one of the pieces of content that you need to create for every one of your projects. Whether that is a YouTube video, an Instagram post, a blog post, a TikTok, an Instagram reel, identifying exactly how many pieces of content you need to create before your content can go live on your chosen platform, that is one of the most crucial parts to any content creation workflow. For me personally, this includes my video outline and script, the actual raw footage that I film, which is what I'm creating currently in front of my camera, then the finalized edited version of the video that I'm going to eventually upload on YouTube, as well as my video's thumbnail, and then all of the promotional material when I want to promote my video after it's uploaded. As a creator, there's absolutely no worse feeling than when you finish filming a video, you put away all of your equipment, and then you realize, oh shoot, I never took a thumbnail. Or you arrive to filming day, you're all set and ready to sit down and film a video, but you have no idea which video you want to film and you have no outline or script prepared. So for that reason, a very crucial part of my content creation workflow is to identify and know exactly how many pieces of content I need to create for every one of my projects. Then onto the second part of any successful workflow is to identify every single step that you need to take from top to bottom. This is going to include absolutely everything from initially coming up with a content idea, to then actually planning and outlining that idea, to doing all of your keyword research, to filming or shooting the content, all the way to the actual uploading or posting of your content, and absolutely everything in between. No matter what platform it is you are creating for, whether that is YouTube, Instagram, a blog, your email list, there is an entire creative process behind any and all content that you are going to be creating that I'm sure not everybody is fully aware of, and that can be a lot to stay on top of. In order to better organize and stay on top of every single step of my personal workflow, I have actually created a template within my Notion that I can sort of go through as I go along my entire process, so that as I'm completing every individual task, I can check them off and move on to the next one, knowing that absolutely everything that needs to be done has gotten finished. So if I look over onto my own personal checklist of everything I have to do for every individual video, I first have to actually pick my video idea. Then I have to outline my video script. Then I move on into actually filming my video. Then I have an entire section dedicated to editing my video, which includes actually editing the video, taking my thumbnail pictures, editing and creating the thumbnail for my video, then doing all of my keyword research for every individual video, then writing out the description for my video. Then I move on into actually uploading my video to YouTube, then scheduling the upload for the next day. And then once the video is actually posted to YouTube, the next thing I do is promote my new video over on my Instagram story, and then a few hours later, sometimes even days later, I will reply to all the comments on that new upload. Now, in order to make this very lengthy process a whole lot easier and faster for myself, with time I've definitely turned every one of these tasks and to-dos into a routine that I kind of do on autopilot. But like I said earlier, there is no worse feeling than leaving out some piece of content content or leaving out a step of some sort that is crucial to your process. So for that reason, it is super crucial to lay out every single step of your workflow and then stay on top of tracking every single step. Then on to part 3 of any successful workflow is organizing the various roles within your process. Now this is definitely going to vary from creator to creator depending on your individual needs and your workflow, all of the different people involved in your process. For example, sometimes I'm creating an entire piece of content on my own. Other times it is a sponsored video, so the brand and their manager or agency is in on my entire process. And sometimes my video is a collab with another creator, so they are also involved in my process. I also have some friends on YouTube who have hired on extra help in terms of a video editor or a videographer or a photographer, somebody who makes their thumbnails for them. So depending on if you are completely alone in your workflow or if you have other people involved in your process, that is something else that you need to be able to manage and organize and stay on top of, which is something else that you will need to consider and include within your workflow. So again, for this, I do actually use one of my templates over on Notion. I do have a section of my Notion that is dedicated to planning and outlining and creating my content. So if ever I am doing a sponsored video or it is a collab with another creator, all of my video plans within my Notion are shareable so that I can basically share the link to any of my video plans with a collaborator or a brand and just make it so much easier for them to have an all access pass to my planning and change things as they need to. Then moving on into another very crucial but sometimes underrated part of the planning process is planning all of your times. For example, when are you going to be researching content, planning content, shooting, editing? Personally, being a content creator and YouTuber is my full-time job, so I do actually have days within the week that are dedicated to planning content and creating content. However, there are a lot of people here on YouTube for whom their channel is their second priority. People who do YouTube on the side of a full or part-time job, other creators who are also in high school or college, some creators who have families and other obligations on the side. So therefore, to be able to better balance your time and plan your time and stay consistent, you definitely need to be able to plan all of your time for all of your various tasks in your workflow. When are you going to be sitting down to film a YouTube video or write out a blog post? When are you going on a photo shoot to shoot content for your Instagram? And how long is every one of those sessions going to take you? That is how I've come to know that once a month I set aside a full day to either go to a coffee shop or cafe or set up in my living room or at my desk space so that I can research and come up with and plan and outline a whole ton of content for the month ahead. Then I also have days that are fully dedicated to going through my entire content creation workflow because I know exactly how much time every single step of my workflow is going to take. So this is then when I go back over to my weekly schedule template on my Notion so that I can pencil in all my days for when I'm filming, what I'm filming, when I'm uploading, what I'm uploading, all my planning days, and that stuff. Also, a very helpful template to have when I have to stay on top of things like deadlines for sponsorships and also all the other things outside of YouTube that I have to balance in my life, like meeting with my trainer, seeing and spending time with family and friends, different kinds of appointments and meetings and events and all of that stuff. So for that reason, definitely organizing and planning all of your times is absolutely crucial. And then finally, the last step of my entire content creation workflow that I think absolutely everybody needs to have is to create a master checklist. This is absolutely without a doubt the #1 best way to track and organize every single thing that needs to get done before you can upload and post any of your content. Once you have completed all the other steps of your planning process, once you have worked out exactly how many pieces of content you are creating and which ones, once you know absolutely every single step of your workflow, you have planned out and organized every single person involved in your creative process, as well as figured out exactly how much time every single one of your steps and tasks are going to take you, then the final step is to bring absolutely everything together in one finalized master checklist to track absolutely everything that goes into your process from top to bottom. Outlining a video, shooting your Instagram content, sending your content to a brand for approval, sending your videos to your editor, sending your raw thumbnail pictures to your thumbnail editor, whatever your process is going to include, having checklists is the most crucial thing to making sure absolutely nothing gets left out, everything that needs to be is tracked and written down and completed so that you can remain perfectly organized from the very beginning all the way to the very end of creating your content and stay sane. So yeah, Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. That is everything that I had to share with you in terms of creating a super successful content creation workflow. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful, insightful, maybe even entertaining. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!